hello there. You look as if you could use some long overdue geography predictions for Leaving Cert 2024. So let's get to it. I have a few for you. Firstly, for ordinary level, for your short questions, I would certainly expect to see on the paper this year to interpret a chart or graph, to give locations on an area photograph, grid references on an OS map. You'll also get to measure a distance on the OS map, might be along a road. You get categories of industry, types of regions, satellite photos, karst features, earthquakes is due up this year, the sea, river features, physical features and symbols on the OS map, the season the aerial photo was taken, rocks, weather. Okay, then for physical geography, it's very, very predictable what's going to come up there. As always, you're going to have the OS sketch. You're going to have glacial, river and marine landforms, probably of your choosing which one of those you want to do. There'll be mass movement landforms, humans and their interaction with some of those processes, like rivers to sea glaciers. Also, there's a fair chance you'll see volcanoes in the paper this year, and something to do with the tectonic core, mantle, that kind of stuff. And carbonation could be up this year, as could the rock cycle. So there's some of the main topics for that section. Then, if we go to the regional section, in order of likelihood, these are the topics I would expect. Firstly, agriculture in the European region that you've studied. To sketch Ireland, industry in a subcontinental or continental region you've studied, industry in a European region you've studied, Irish urban growth, to sketch a subcontinental region, urban growth in a European region you've studied, the EU, agriculture in Ireland, an Irish region you've studied, of course, tourism in a continental or subcontinental region studied, fishing in a European region studied, industry in an Irish region, transport in a subcontinental region, interpreting a graph or chart, transport in a European region, some of those. That's your regional. If you're doing the economic elective, then expect to interpret a graph or chart, draw a graph or chart. Those two will definitely be the first part of a question. After that, Ireland and the EU, very likely. Ireland, multinational corporations in Ireland. Fossil fuels, economic activity and conflict, global warming, sketching an OS map, renewable energy sources, tourism. So there's some of the hottest topics in order for economic. If you're doing the human elective instead, then look out for sketching the aerial photo, drawing a graph or chart, interpreting a graph or chart, the Ordnance Survey, why a town developed at its location, urban functions and land use, urban problems in a developed country, aging population, rural to urban migration, settlement patterns on the Ordnance Survey map, urban growth. Now, if you're doing the higher level, and the way these predictions work is I'm calling them out in the order of most likely to least likely per section. Okay, so your short questions, most likely thing to pop up in the short questions is to interpret a graph or chart. Always comes up. Then types of regions, then glacial features, grid references on the Ordnance Survey map, weather, satellite pictures, weathering, a cross section on an OS map or profile, river features, a comprehension where you answer questions on a little story thing. Rocks, locations on an aerial photo, earthquakes, and so on. For physical, again, it's a very predictable section. You're going to get the OS sketch map in that section, talking about a landform of your choice, either of glaciers, river, marine, or mass movement. Human interaction with a process of your choice, rivers, the sea, mass movement, etc. Rock cycle is very likely to come up in this section. Core, mantle, faults and deformation, folding, plate margins and boundaries, rock formations. So in that order from most likely to least likely. Then for your regional section, I expect these to be the most likely topics in order. So number 1 on this list is agriculture in a subcontinental or continental region. Then industry in Ireland. Agriculture in a European region you studied. What is a region? Concept of a region. Population in a subcontinental region you've studied. Tertiary activities in an Irish region you've studied. Tertiary activities in a European region you've studied. Culture in a subcontinental region. Ireland and the EU. Culture in a European region you've studied. So there's some of the main topics to be seen there. If you've chosen the economic elective, then watch out for Ireland and the EU, very hot for this year. Picking a location to build something or explaining a location for something on the OS map. Developed countries and tertiary activities. A sketch of an OS map. Economic growth and development. Multinational corporations in general. Local versus global conflict. Energy sources, non-renewable energy sources. Right, if you've chosen the human elective, then I reckon watch out for a sketch of the aerial photo. That's almost certainly going to be there. Historic settlement on the Ordnance Survey map. Town functions on the aerial photo. Overpopulation. Migration. Why the town developed at its location on the aerial photograph. Urban futures, future of urban development. Why town developed at its location on the Ordnance Survey map. Population change. Population pyramids. Okay, now on to the options. So there are 4 different options: culture and identity, global interdependence, what's this one? The ocean, atmosphere, environment, and geoecology. So if you're doing culture and identity, then watch out for race, colonialism, and migration. Second topic, cultural identity is based on diverse factors. Okay, there now. Number 3 is multiculturalism. Number 4, religion and politics. Number 5, language. Number 6, migration in general. Number 7, religion and culture. So if you're doing global interdependence, your most likely topic there is global warming. Then how fair trade supports sustainable development. Actions, how we're all interdependent. Actions in one place will affect all globally. Global trading systems and the aid debate. Okay, next one. If you are doing ocean, atmosphere, environment, this is the one Eilish likes. There you go now. Right, so the first one is an account of any global climate. Then the weather patterns because of the atmosphere-ocean interactions. Climate change. Number 4 is the water cycle, the interaction between oceans and atmosphere. And global wind systems. Finally, if you're doing geoecology, watch out for factors influencing soil formation and development. Number 2, soil erosion and humans. Number 3, impacts of human activity on soil. Number 4, characteristics of any one biome you've studied. And finally, how plant and animal life adapts in a biome. Okay, so that's everything I have for you for geography. Good luck in that particular exam.